Welcome, fourth graders. It's Mr. Dinsmore here with a podcast helping you solve 32 times 13 in a different way. This method is the Japanese or the Indian, Chinese method, different ways I've seen it labeled. I'm pretty sure it comes from Asia is why, but I don't know the total origins. Would be something to look into. But it's an old method, and this method allows you to solve multi-digit multiplication without even knowing your math facts. It breaks these numbers into base 10 units and allows us to just count and put it all together. So let's go ahead and do that together. First of all, let's look at the verse number 32 and the 32 times 13 here. 32 is 3 10s and 2 1s. If we decompose it, would be 30 plus 2. So let's go ahead and write our 3 10s here. 1, 2, 3. And of course, let's write our 2 1s. 2. And you notice I separated them and they're on a diagonal. Do that. Then I go ahead and look at my 13. If I decompose that, it's 10 plus 3, which is 1 10 and 3 1s. So now I go ahead and put a 10 and then 3 1s. If you look at this, what I've drawn here, it looks like a baseball field, kind of. If you look over here to the left, it's third base. If you look over here in the middle, we have home plate and second base. And of course, to the right here, we have first base. So you can kind of see it. It's kind of like a baseball field. It's important that you notice the middle section is the tens here, and the hundreds is third base, and the left there, and then right is first base, which is the ones. And if you can locate those and count where the lines intersect, you can solve this problem. So let's do that together. First of all, let's look at the ones and count those. And you see there's like two groups of 3 here. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And so two groups of 3, or 3 plus 3 is 6, or we could just count 6. So we write a 6 down here. Then we look at the next, and we have 1, 2 up here that meet. And then we have another 3, 3, 3. And if you see that, it's like 9 plus 2, which is 11, or you could go through and count them. Or 11 here. And then if we look over here, we have, in our hundreds place, we have, well, 3 hundreds. And so we'll write a 3 here. Now, I intentionally picked a problem that would take regrouping so that you could see how to do this. You notice that you cannot have 100 in the tens place, and that's what we have here. We have like a 116 if you ignore the hundreds and just look at the tens and the ones right now. We can't do that, so we're going to have to cross this one or move this one over to the hundreds place, and that's going to give us the 400 here. And now, once we've done that, we know the answer is going to be, if we circle our 4 and circle our 1 and our 6, point those out, the answer is going to be 416. So the answer to 32 times 13 is 416. This is an interesting way to solve this, and you can tell that you really didn't even need to know your multiplication facts if you use this method correctly. I hope this helps, and this is just another method we've learned in class to solve multiplication. Of course, the other methods are good too, but once again, this is kind of a great way to check if you're not sure about the way you're solving your multiplication. Enjoy.